Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there. Consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. What's up, y'all? I'm back. I love doing these. I've been doing these repetitively for like a week, for like a couple
Okay.
weeks. I've been doing it since
Mhm.
forever. Anyway, I'm back with a incredible hip hop artist. This is Shawn the Prince, and telling from his name, you can definitely tell that he's hip hop. I'm so glad you came by today. I'm so excited. I have not done a hip hop artist in forever. I've been doing producers and other artists for a little while, so it's good to have um, a hip hop one on my show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'm always on the lookout for talent, local talent, that is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And to all the newbies out there, you mind doing a little rundown?
Man, just my name, Sean the Prince from Hartsville, South Carolina. Um, I started doing music about 4 years ago professionally. Um, I actually recorded my first EP drop last year, the day before my birthday. Dropped last year, the day before my birthday, and this now I'm actually got a couple of projects I'm working on. Earlier this year, January of this year, I actually ended up signing a distribution deal with Bentley Records out of New York. Ended up doing that. I dropped my single "Questions" off my new EP, "Progress Dreams 102," which will be releasing actually pretty soon. Um, and I got to cut. Right now, I'm actually on a promo tour as of right now as we speak. I was just in Phoenix last Thursday. I was in Dallas, Texas before that, and I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia, October 29th through the 31st. So, you catch me down there. But other than that, like I said, I've been doing music professionally for about 4 years. I had a couple magazine articles um, written up about me. You can find them on the internet as well. Other than that, man, I'm just working on new music and getting ready for this project to drop.
That is awesome. That's awesome. And congrats on your tour. That's so exciting. I
Thank you.
missed you in Texas. I live in Texas and you were just there. I missed you.
Yeah,
That's
I was out there in August. I was out there in August at the dive on 75. I was out there in August. I had a show out there, and like I said last Thursday, I was just in Phoenix, Arizona. I was just out there in Phoenix, and I'll be in Atlanta the end of October. So yeah, I was just literally out there like a couple weeks ago.
ah, interesting, interesting. Okay. That's cool. And that's so awesome that you are doing this promotional tour. I mean, that's pretty nice that you're doing that. Get you more out there and more views. That's so
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Me and my team Me and my team put the promo tour together. Of course, it wasn't really that big of a tour, but we put like this little promo tour together just to really promote the single question, promote me as an artist, let them know who was behind it and what I had going on as far as stuff like that, as far as in the future. Because actually next year we'll be actually doing a bigger tour next year that kicks off the end of April. So we'll be doing a bigger tour next year. You know, so for the ones who didn't get to see me when I came to Texas this year, you will definitely get your chance next year when I come back to Texas.
Yay, that's awesome. That is so cool. So cool. You've had a very successful career. I can't wait to see can't wait to see more and more of it. I can't wait. So excited. Anywho, I wanted to get into music because that's what we're here for. Firstly, though, I want to go back in time a little further later, actually in the past. And I wanted to ask how did you get started as a musician?
Well, basically how I got started. No man, just like as a kid, man, I've had to be probably about 5 years old. So this was probably like early 2001. So yeah, I had to be like 5 years old. This was early 2001. I never forget. I think it was a summer morning. Matter of fact, and my mom was taking me to summer camp. Mom was taking me to summer camp, and we was riding down the street, and I heard a song come on the radio, and my mom turned it up and started singing it. I just started vibing just started vibing to it, listening to it, and when the song went off, I just asked her, I was like, "Mom, who is that?" She's like, "That's the Notorious B.I.G. That's Biggie." I was like, "What song is that?" She's like, "That's Juicy." That was like from my recall, that was the first song he ever did that on a national stage. So when I heard it, I like, man, like, yo, like I like that song. So she ran out and she actually bought me his first album, which was the Ready to Die album. And she brought me that and I listened to it, and I just, I was supposed to be listening to it at the age that I was, but it's just like, his words just caught my attention, how his wordplay was, how he was using metaphors. So I was like, man, like, yo, like I could really see myself doing that. And but me being in the sports, because I really just thought sports was my way out. I never really too much got into like trying to be a rapper. So probably around about 10, I just said, man, I'm gonna try it. And I wrote my first rap. And I used to perform it for my cousins, but really how I kind of like got in the stage of used performing for my cousins. Um, I used to play this game called Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and they had all the old rap songs up there from the '90s off the West Coast. So I used to learn the songs and go back and do them for my cousins. And they like, hey, like you can do this if you really wanted to. And then just by me growing up on that whole New York wave of music from Biggie to 50 Cent, Diplomats, to from Biggie, Bad Boy to all of them in one. Just from me growing up on their music, like I always felt the sense, like damn, like maybe I really can do this. But I was still in the sports, like I wasn't never really trying to be a rapper. So probably fast forward time, I'm probably about 19, 20 at this point. And I had originally started out as an author because I wrote a book a couple years ago called Trouble of Success. And I put it out. So I originally started out as an author. And one of my one of my homeboys, who's no longer with us, he was like, man, you should try music. Like if you wrote a whole book, I really think you can go for music if you wanted to. I'm like, man, that ain't me. Like, and then I think I'm like, well, if I did do music, I wouldn't be an artist. I'd just be a CEO on the company and sign the artist and let them do it. But certain situations just came about. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna try it. And I stepped into the booth. I never forget the first time December 18th, a couple of years ago, when I recorded the first track, which is on my first EP, Dreams 101, What If? And that's how, once I recorded it and I listened to it, I heard my voice over the beat. Because I actually recorded my first song, What If, over the Nas Hate Me Now beat. And when I recorded it and the producer played it out loud and I heard my voice over, I'm like, man, this is what I'm doing. And ever since then, I've been going full flow with it.
Oh, that's awesome. It looks like you were destined to be a rapper. Looks like you were destined to be. And that's most common actually that a rapper they also know how to play basketball. That's
Yeah, yeah, because I was so much into sports, man. Like I just grew up, like just like of course we lived in the hood or whatever, so it was just certain things that I saw, certain things that I did, but I was so much into sports, so I just kept telling myself like, man, sports gonna be my way out. Sports is gonna be my way out. And don't get me wrong, I made it to college, playing ball, but once I put out that book and the book started gaining the attention and then come like actually stepping into the booth and hearing my voice for the first time, I was like, man, this is what I'm gonna do. And right then and there, I went full flow with it. I left my home state. I left South Carolina. I went up to New York. I went up to New York and I actually talk about it in a song on my first EP called Dedication. I left here. I went to New York and I just had like re like regain regain a love for my hustle and what I love to do. So when I left New York, I brought my movement back down to South Carolina, and in my sister's living room, well, actually in my aunt's living room in New York, I said, man, I'm gonna start a record label, but it wasn't the name it is now. And in my sister's living room, I came up with the name Infamous Hustle. And we've been running with it ever since. And that's how Infamous Hustle Records came to what it is today because it actually was named Infamous Hustle Family. Like it was named like a because it was more so like a family. But I ended up changing it in my sister's living room to Infamous Hustle Records. And here we is on tour now.
oh, interesting, interesting. And damn it, I was just about to ask you how'd you get your record label together, but you already answered it. You,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
we move forward with it, man. Cause it's just like cause growing up, like, don't get me wrong, like as far as just owning my own business, I always studied like the Master P's and T.I. and Jay-Z's and other world because I just want like damn, like how did they come from the circumstances they was in to owning their own label? So once I started studying them and just getting older and realizing, man, look, I don't want to work for nobody. Like and then again, like I don't want to be signed to anybody. Like if we ever did do a deal, like I do a net profit or a distribution deal, but I would not fully sign to a record label. So right there in my sister's living room, I made a decision, man. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna stay independent. But we gonna name it Infamous Hustle Records, and here we is today.
Oh, very interesting, interesting. And I also love how that you're doing all this and you have your own record label. That's pretty nice that you do all that. Trust me, I could never like do all of that. I'm busy as it is. I
Yeah,
could never do what you're doing.
yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It is a lot. Like it comes with a lot. You gonna have a lot of late nights, early mornings. You gonna be up a lot. You know, your phone is gonna never stop ringing. But just something like I tell anybody, man, if this something you really passionate about, and you feel yourself moving with it, and move forward and see where it takes you, because you will never know if you don't try.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, now I want to get into your music, because I know we just got a little background from you, which thanks for
Yeah.
sharing. I wanted to also kind of know, like, what is your whole music process? What's your way of making music, making songs?
Uh, Man, really, I have a kind of crazy way of what I come up with. So what I do is I take all of my favorite rappers that I grew up just listening to. Take all of my favorite rappers from T.I., Jeezy, Jay Z, 50 Cent, Nas, uh, Biggie, whichever rapper I'm thinking of. Whichever rapper I think of, I go back and I listen to their first album or their first mixtape they ever put out just to get like a feel of what was their mindset back then. And I take whatever they say and I could like put it almost into semblance of my life. Um, and how will I move forward? How would I say it is? And then once I do that, I go for it and I turn on the beat. So once I turn on the beat, I let the beat probably about four times. I let the beat probably play about four times. So trying that four time come around, now I'm really stepping the booth. So once I step in the booth and go to record it, like I do a lot of punching in. So I might record the first verse, and I tell my producer, okay, play it back, let me hear it. Then I go into the second part. So I break my verses down. And once we get it all recorded, now this process, it takes a little bit longer because you're not just going straight through. You're not just going with the beat. But my process, it works for me, and it turned out to some great music once we get it done. When we get it done, it turned out some great music, and I just let it play back. And once I hear it, I'm like, okay, that's it. Let's go. Let's move forward. And my process, like, it actually led to me, putting out that first project, and it Bentley Records ended up contacting me, and that led to me, doing my deal.
Ah,
Uh,
all right, that is actually pretty cool. I like that you kind of go nostalgic and you're listening to um your own artist's music and you use that as inspiration. To me, that's like pretty legendary and that's pretty clever to do that. That's actually really
yeah,
nice. I mean,
yeah. I mean, like I said, that process it takes you a little bit longer because you're not just going straight through. Like you're actually like you gonna probably record like three lines and then you gonna tell the producer to play it back just so you can get a feel of it. But like I said, that everybody got a different process. That's just my process of how I record music.
and clearly it's working because you're making great music.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. Now I wanted to ask along that question. Overall, as a musician, I wanted to know also, how would you describe your music?
um, how would I describe my music? It's I make music for hustlers, like the that on the corners, or you in the boardrooms, like I made my music for hustlers, for the ones that's gonna get up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just to go work on their passion, just to do something they love to do. The ones that's gonna like the rest, everybody else sleeping, they still up. Like I made my music for them people, because them people they out here, they really on the grind, they really moving, they really sacrificing sleep and time away from their loved ones. So I made my music just for them. So I like to describe my music like as I had to say in one word, hustlers music, man. It's, music for the hustlers.
Mm. That's awesome. I love the hustle. I love it.
Yeah, because I really just sit there because like my mom, she taught me so much. We growing up, like we just never settle for anything. Go out there and get it on your own. Don't wait for nobody. You got a dream it and go put it into action.
Right, right. I definitely respect your words. That's how I've been taught to.
Like I said, one of my because the crazy thing, one of my favorite movies is Bronx Tale. That's one of my favorite movies all the time, and a key line from that movie is wasted talent. Like the worst thing you can do in life is waste your talent.
Hmm.
So like I tell anybody, man, if you got a talent and you can see yourself doing that talent, man, don't waste it. And like just don't care what anybody else thinks. Don't care what anybody else thinks. Move how you want to move, and that's something you see yourself doing. Do it.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I check out the movie though. I have not checked it out. Gotta go do it. Yep. God. Now, we have discussed before that you're going to be able to showcase your hometown to the entire world. What do you want to tell us about it?
Man, I was just telling somebody, man, like just keep going. Just keep going, man. Despite the the failures you're gonna have or you're gonna experience, keep going. Don't stop. One of my favorite quotes that I like to say is, man, the dream don't stop. You just keep going. Like,
Mm.
just keep going, man. Because at the end of the day, like, I feel like, God blessed us all with a certain talent. He blessed us all with a drive. So if you got a certain talent, no matter what that is, like, keep going, keep pushing forward, and just keep God first. But at the end of the day, he's in charge of this. He's in charge of all of this. He's blessed with him. And still at the same time, we have to get up, put the work in, put the time in to make it happen as well, because he's just not gonna give it to you.
Mhm.
And
100%.
if someone would ask me, man, keep going, despite the falls, despite your failures, keep going at the end of the day. Because the worst thing you can do in life is quit. Like, don't quit and don't be a person. Like, one thing my mother always told me, and this always, it never really hit me till I turned about 16, 17 years old, is don't be one of those people that get to their 30s and say, I could have or would have. Don't be one of those people.
Hmm.
So that's where I live, I live by that, and I move by that. And once I put those words into my head, like I'm still going. I'm still going after all this time. It's been a minute. Don't get me wrong. I've had my own failures. Um, I've had my own pitfalls, but I keep going. I keep going, keep moving, and I keep God first, man.
Mm, I can imagine that.
So,
That's cool. I'm glad you were able to share advice.
yeah.
Now, do you want to tease anything about your showcase later?
Uh, well, I'm gonna send you the videos that I have. From matter of fact, I think it's well the ones I'm gonna see. That's on my Instagram. They're posted to my Instagram actually. But I see those, but man, what you just gonna see is just a great stage presence. Um, keeping the crowd into it, or doing what I love to do, and you will definitely get something out of it. You definitely get
Ooh.
something out of it.
Oh, that's something we could look forward to. That's awesome. That's cool.
But
Um, Now, God, this awkward space is coming again. Um, do you have anything new coming later? What kind of music? What kind of new music? What kind of anything
um,
you're looking
so
forward to?
so right so right now I'm working on. Well, I'm actually finished. I just sent it into my label, so I have a new project dropping called Progress Dreams 102. Um, that will be dropping. Then I have another project dropping after that called Black Note. So those are my next two projects I'm working on as far as music wise. Um, now as far as my book, I'm like part two has already been written. Actually just trying to work through the different situations with new deals and getting that book placed with the right company. So we're actually working on. I'm actually be working on that sometime next year. Um, Also, we'll be releasing some new merchandise off for the clothing line. So that'll be coming soon. Um, like I said, I will be in Atlanta October 29th through the 31st. I'll be in Atlanta that weekend. You can catch me in Atlanta, and then, like I said, not only will I be in Texas, not only will I be back in Texas next year, but I'll also be there my last stop on my promo tour. This time around, I'll be back in Texas. So for the ones that's in Texas that did not get to see me the first time, I'll be back in Texas in November. That'll be the last stop on the tour. You can look for those dates to be released probably the first week of November on my Instagram to let you guys know when I'll be back in Texas. Just as far as the company, we're actually expanding. You know, expanding. I'm actually looking for a couple of new staff members right now as I speak. Earlier this year, we just expanded to the West Coast. So my head A&R, he's out there. Well, head A&R and vice president, he's out there on the West Coast right now. So we just expanded to the West Coast earlier this year, looking to make some bigger moves. So get used to infamous hustle, man, because you're gonna be seeing it a lot. You're gonna be hearing it a lot. We just here, man, to have fun and just help change people's lives.
Oh, okay. That's so exciting. I can't wait for all the new stuff coming. That's really exciting.
Yeah, yeah, man. We got a bunch of new stuff coming as far as music, books. Um, Now I'm gonna make this announcement because this is actually something I've been keeping to myself. So I'm actually right now I'm in the process of writing a script for a TV series that I'm looking to start through my production company next year. So that'll be a major announcement that's coming next year that I'm actually working on as well.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Actually, let's go with that. So, what can you tell us about this brand new series you just announced right now?
Man, this series will be basically based on three friends, three old friends. You know, they haven't seen each other in years. So the TV series that I'm actually going to launch through my production company is called You Can't Outrun Your Past. So it's actually based on a guy named Eric. Um, his his street name is Tone. Actually, based on a guy named Eric, and he is basically now he's trying to change his life around. You know, he's married with kids, and just trying to do right. He owns a couple clubs, and he he's home sleep one night, and he hears this noise downstairs. This is how the first episode comes on. Him and his wife and kids are home sleep, nice home. Hears a noise downstairs. He grabs his gun and he gets up. He walks downstairs, and it's actually his old friend Kevin. Now realize they have not seen each other in 10 years. Off of their last job that they did, have not seen each other. So when he finally turns on the light and see who is in his house, the first thing come in his head is like, "What the hell is you doing here?" So
Um,
that's just how the first episode come on. I can't tell you too much, but that's how the first episode comes on, and he's trying to get Eric to come back into the life, but Eric don't want to put his family and his clubs and his at jeopardy. So they and then they actually find out that their other friend is still alive because it was how their last job occurred. He actually got shot. They thought he was dead. Um, Come to find out he was still alive or whatever case may be after all these years later, and they actually link back up, and you know things start to happen. But once we write it out and actually shoot it and get it on the TV and get it on a network, then you will see what I'm talking about.
oh, wow, I'm so excited. You gotta keep me updated. I would love to see y'all's new TV show. I would love to see it. I can't wait to see
Yes,
how it turns out.
yeah, it's called You Cannot Run Your Past.
Ooh, the
So
title even sounds cool.
very very excited for that. Just like I said, man, just as far as that, like just everyone just get ready for the new music. We're gonna finish out this tour strong with Atlanta at the end of next month, and then November, man, we'll be back in Texas. So just getting ready to finish out the tour strong. Put some other things in place, and then the end of April, we'll be getting back out there for the next tour. So next tour is gonna be way bigger. It's gonna be way bigger, more exciting. Bringing some people with me on the next tour, so it's gonna be some very special guests and very big surprises.
Interesting. That's so awesome. Well, thanks for letting us know about that. We'll definitely tune in. And I want to really thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this. I can definitely tell you were very busy. That you had so much nonsense going on, but I'm so glad you were able to do this. I appreciate you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. You've been such a delight. Now I ask this to everybody. I know we gotta all head out soon. Was there anything curious that you were about me? Was there anything curious?
Um, no, no, not at this time. But I do want to say, thanks for, just thanks to you for giving me the opportunity to come up here on your platform and introducing myself to the world for the ones who didn't know. Um, get myself out there, getting some more exposure. So I do want to say thank you for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. Um, yeah, so again, thank you. We're about to head off soon, but is there anything lastly you'd like to say to your fans before this becomes over?
Man, just continue to stream the music, continue to listen to it. You want to follow me on Instagram, man. You can follow me at Shawn the Prince 15. Um, I'm always posting something just and so if you want to follow me up there on Instagram, you can follow me at Shawn the Prince 15. That's my Instagram. Um, and just for the ones who's going to be in Atlanta, October 29th through 31st, you come out, catch the show. We'll be down there, and then the last stop on the tour will be back in Texas. So just continue listening to music, continue streaming it. We have new music soon, and we actually got some videos dropping to a couple of the songs. So just stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Good to hear. Y'all make sure to check out Shawn the Prince down below in the links to provide it for you. Be on the lookout for updates on social media about his TV show and tour dates. Those are very exciting, so look out for those. If you're looking for them to do, then that's something that you guys can look forward to. As always, everybody, we're everywhere on Wrap It Up Podcast. We're the only ones, so letting you guys know. And thank you again, Shawn, for coming by. You've been so fun and amazing. And I cannot wait for all the new stuff coming your way. And can't wait for you to share all that new stuff that's going to be coming our way. That's awesome. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, of course. I think that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this one tonight. And as always, support the artists as I interview, show them some love, and give them some reviews. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.